Hello everyone, my name is Dr. N. Kumar, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science, SNS College of Technology. So in this lecture series, next we are going to see what is edge validation. So this is one case study. I'm taking this case study if you want to understand for better understanding. So first let us start with one by one. So what is age validation? Ensuring the eligibility. So this is the first one. So what is age validation is a critical process that ensure individuals meet the legal requirements to participate in election, thereby safeguarding to the integrity of electoral system and fostering civic responsibility among the citizens. So that is the reason I am taking this particular case study, this particular task. Yeah, first we must understand that the age validation. So first, share an engaging narrative that illustrates the importance of age validation in real life scenarios, highlight both successful and failures. So if you want to start this particular session, so first we must understand that, so what are the criteria? For an example, to validate a voter's age, first we must understand, we get the input from the user, whether then handle the input, whether it is proper or not, the validate age range. For an example, if his or her age is above 18 means they are eligible to vote. Suppose if you are not age is less than not above 18, so they are not eligible to vote. So we must check the eligibility. So based on that we have to implement this particular program. So first one, yeah, as I already told that first we have to create one age validation function. This function checks whether the given age falls within specified valid range, ensuring only the acceptable value are processed. For an example, if you give the user input as above 18, then he or her are eligible to vote. If you give the input 18 or less than 18, they are not eligible to vote. So we must validate that. Yeah. So here I'm sharing that. So what are the some best practices for age validation? First one is share an example of a business to improve its user experience, compliance through effective age validation strategies. The second important thing is identify the challenges business face regarding the verification, including the legal implication and user trust issues. Yeah, so if you want to develop this particular code, if you want to write a program for this particular code, we must understand certain things. So in that, the first one is the function effectively check the age input. That is a very, very important. Ensuring they fall within realistic and acceptable range. If it is acceptable range, then they are eligible. Otherwise, it is won't eligible. The second one is handling an exception. The code gracefully manage potential errors, provide a meaningful feedback without crashing the program. Suppose if they won't, suppose the user gives the input is less than 80, then how to generate an error for that? So that is a very, very important. Third one is, that is an example. So if you are understand these two things, you can easily write a program. Yeah, so once you develop a program, so we must engage the students. We have in our class, while I'm taking this particular class, I'm encouraging in this way. So the another important thing is, as I already told you that, so first we can get the input from the user. Uh, we must check that whether the given age is greater than 1. For an example, which means that, so 1 to 18 are not an eligible to vote. So if we give the input, for an example, suppose if they give the input less than 1 means, for an example, -1 or something, we must generate an error that is an invalid input. If we give the values between 1 to 18, we must throw you are not eligible to vote. If we give the user if give the input as above 18, they are eligible to vote. Finally, we suppose if you include these three conditions in our program, we can easily create a program for this particular concept. Yeah. So based on that, I have conducted some assessment, some quiz. Yeah. So in this particular series, we have taken a one particular problem, that is voters age validation. So if you want to implement this particular program, first we get the input from the user, handle invalid input, that is a very important. Then third one, validate age range. Then fourth one, check the eligibility. So again, I'm repeating, these 4 points are very, very important. Get age input, prompt the user to enter their age. This input will initially be a string, needs to be converted into integer for a numerical operations. Second one is handle invalid input. Implement a error handling to catch the value error if the user enters a non-numeric value. Third one is validate the age range. Check if the entire age is a positive number, and age less than 1 is typically considered invalid for voting eligibility. The fourth one is check the eligibility. Compare the validate age against the minimum voting age. For an example, commonly the 18. So if you include all these in your program, you can easily, if you understand this concept, you can easily write the program for this particular concept. So if you have any doubt, comment on the comment section. Thank you.